So this is an advert that I saw earlier for a tanning water brand. So I think these guys rely very heavily on the idea of before and afters. And as we all know, Meta can be a bit of a pain when it comes to before and afters. And so you have to be quite creative in the way that you run them in order to actually get them past. And that goes for your landing page as well as your creative. But I saw this one and I really love it. I'm a big fan at the moment of simple creative, which just works. It does the thing that it's meant to do, and in this case, it's meant to show results. So I'm going to give it a play, and then we'll talk about it. So literally all it is a girl. It's clearly a model that they work with, and it just says, we asked Tegan to apply the tanning water and come back 19 hours later. She shows her like applying it. I don't think she's actually applying it here, but and then we have a nice little transition, and then we cut to 19 hours later, no makeup, and she visually looks healthily tanned, right? Because that's the big selling point of this tanning water, is that it makes you it's fake tan, but not in a way that you look orange and it looks fake. It's meant to be very natural, and that's what you get from this. And this entire ad is super simple. It's aesthetically pleasing for the brand.
No,
it shows
it's
it off.
it's
Shows
incredible.
off the results.
I love
like,
how
what
they're
more
getting
do you want
around
in
like
an
the
ad
before and
creative?
after by literally just showing the
Oh, I
before
see it.
and then keeping you to the and I think the fact that it's like a pretty girl walking through
Mm-hmm.
the process stuff, it's like it almost feels like one of those get ready for the day with me. I forgot the name of that concept. Getting ready with me. I don't know. There you go. It looks like a
Yeah,
getting ready.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
I'm not a TikToker. My bad.
Get ready
Uh,
with me. I'm pretty
it
sure
looks
you
like
got
one of
that
those
already.
getting
Yeah.
ready with me videos. And you're also like, when it's starting, like I'm suspicious, right? And as somebody that has absolutely tried the fake tan situation before in my life and a few hilarious outcomes as a slightly ginger freckled guy, um, hasn't worked out well for me. And it's interesting, yeah, because when it comes back, she's gorgeous. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm even curious too. But would be really
She looks
interesting
great.
to me in running this is also like, because it's so simple. I'm wondering if one of the reasons these ads take off is because of
Mhm.
the comment section and like the replay, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Big time. Yeah. I mean, we see that a lot, how the comment section of ads can really help them blow up. Like we had one of our clients, actually quite a few, where we've had something maybe controversial or something happen in the ad that spurs people to comment, and that has just pushed it even further and further and further, basically for free.
oh
You
yeah,
see it a lot on TikTok, right? There's a reason why people maybe mispronounce words, or they show something really weird in the start of their advert. I showed an advert on Twitter last week, and in the first frame, this guy's advertising like a pillow, and he shows his bed in, and he's clearly put like lotion, some white stuff all over the bed. And the reason he's done that is literally just so people comment, and it just keeps on going. Like maybe he put a little bit of spend behind it to kick it off, but then after that, it was all organic. So yeah, comments, controversial, all that kind of stuff can hold a lot when it comes to the performance of your ads. But I think, yeah, this is a really nice example of a UGC feeling ad, but it's not the standard UGC. Oh, I'm obsessed with this style of
yeah. No,
UGC,
I
which we
totally agree.
come to
And like, I
see on
love
every
that.
single ad account
What I
now.
love about it is I think the simplicity of ads. I agree that I'm really enjoying the simple stuff. I think the honest truth is that we are not in
Mhm.
a place anymore where the market is, we are not in a buying market where people were building ads. The market has shifted since October, since November. And I think one of the things that people have to realize is,
Mhm.
businesses are seasonal. Buying behavior is seasonal. Our buddy, a fella I like to talk about
Yeah.
sometimes. This guy Taylor threw out a thing that's like, hard to break it to you, but like, D2C is seasonal. You got to know your thing. It's like, well, yeah, all businesses have seasonality to it. So a hot take city over there. I'm
Yeah.
glad that he's finally pulling back the veil and letting everybody know the secrets. But that being said, like some of the seasonality is also in the buying behavior and in the intentionality. And I think when you are building ads for periods where there is high consumer intent, you have to compete in the moment. And I think in those pieces, now that I'm thinking about it now, and I'm extrapolating this
Yeah.
out in real time, so I'm gonna probably sound stupid, and then you can correct me. But it feels like in those moments, a more complex ad
Yeah.
that
Okay.
talks about all the features, all the benefits, all the stuff. It reminds me of like the ad that we
Mhm.
had previously with like the teeth whitening, where it was like jam packed with stuff. I need to get all of that in there
Yeah.
in 5 seconds, 10 seconds,
Yeah.
as fast as possible and throw everything in there because there's 100 other people competing for that dollar in that
Yeah.
short period of time. Whereas now it's CPMs
Yeah.
are half of what they
Yeah.
were in Q4 and something that's simpler that doesn't feel like an ad.
Mhm.
You know where I'm going with this? Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, and, yeah, and I think that's the very naive idea that when you're making ad creative, you have to get as much possible information in there as you can do because this could be the first time and last time that someone sees you. And so everyone goes to this thing of let's plow everything in one ad, all of our USPs, everything. And the matter of the fact is, like you said, as we know, the way that Facebook works, the way that TikTok works, they all work very similar. That you're going to be seeing multiple ads from these people all the time, and so a nice and easy breezy advert like this is probably going to do the world of
Mm.
good if you have that along with ads which do have a lot more information in them because they might find you from an advert like this which is really simple and organic looking, get further down the funnel, and then you can start to give them some more USPs, have some statics in there with benefit call outs, all that kind of stuff. So it is, it's the customer journey, and like you said, with the seasonality of how CPMs are lower and stuff like that right now, you can afford to be a bit more creative and simpler with your advertising because, yeah,
Yeah, and I think
that you can
what
spend a
what
little
what
bit
you
more
just
to
said
acquire a
really
customer.
makes me my initial reaction to that, like what you I think the unlock for that is customer journeys outside of Q4. The consideration period, the thoughtfulness is a longer period of time. And that journey
Mhm.
requires
Massively,
a
yeah.
more complex approach other than buy now. And having something that's like this
Hmm. Yeah,
can
yeah,
really open up the top because for me this is a top of funnel ad. I mean, I don't even know what the product is other than at the very end it says a brand name. I mean, obviously
yeah.
there's them be like as if you've taught us before, you don't need everything in the ad
Mhm.
because the ad has a wrapper of all sorts of other stuff.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, and that's the important thing. One thing that's really annoyed me as we've moved away from the traditional funnel advertising in Facebook where you have all your different campaigns for retargeting and everyone's kind of now doing, one campaign, very simple, broad layout. People have forgotten that that doesn't mean that the way that the customers communicate with ads, everyone seems to think that that's also changed. But I've got news for you, it hasn't. People still require certain types of ad creative depending on where they are in that journey of being sold your product. They're going to want something like this, which is very focused on, on the benefits of it. At top of the funnel, they want to discover who you are, and then by the end, they want to know why they should trust you. They want social proof. They want reviews. They want just because you aren't physically controlling that within your Facebook anymore doesn't mean that they don't need that ad creative anymore. Facebook, Meta, TikTok, they're all very clever and they all will serve those ads to the right
Yeah,
people
I
at the
think
right time. You just need to
that's
make them.
beautifully put.
That's basically it.
I love that. I think let's wrap up here with like maybe a couple of action items for folks so I can go home and I can learn from this. So let me maybe give you an action item that I've got, and maybe if there's one that you've got too, just so that people are like, cool,
Yeah.
what can I do? And like the value, because I've been getting the feedback, and those the one where I ranted on the business
Yeah.
model, I got like hit back from like 20 people from that, like, oh dude, thanks. And then we had another one, the Huel ad, where your feedback, like I got DMs of just like, oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
So for me, the action item is really
Yeah.
understanding, how do I earn the attention of somebody who it's an intentionality of creative in some fashion to just earn the attention, some of the mind
Mhm.
share, open up the door to people that might potentially want to be your customers without trying to necessarily do anything. There's no ask. Let me put it that way. I'm
Yeah.
attracting attention without asking for anything. And I think that that is a
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
very,
Great. Yeah.
very big deal.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think to go with that is that whole idea that if you give enough value, eventually people will want to will want to give back, and they give back in this sense by purchasing the product, right? That's become a very key way for a in B2B marketing, but also works in D2C, is that idea, like you said, you give, you give, you give. Eventually they will give you something, which is a sale. My main takeaway for this in terms of creative side of stuff is, like Charlie said, don't try and go for everything all at once. Try, slow things down. Don't feel bad about just making a piece of content that does one thing. Not everything needs to be hook, problem, solution, social proof. Like, slow it down, take it easy, and
Yeah.
don't be afraid
I
just
think
to
I
do
think that's
simple
it,
stuff,
man. Like
just to bring in more people through the door.
I'll end on this note with that point. I been running ads for Disruptor School, and two of the ads that I have that crushed, that was been one of my tests over the last quarter, were just marketing meme like videos. And they were getting me $1 CPMs on conversion campaigns with like
Yeah.
30-cent clicks. The moment I looked at them and I was like, well, they're not performing, and I tested turning them off, my cost per acquisition tripled. And they were just bringing people in. And it's just earning the attention of folks,
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, I want
Yeah.
to talk to you again.
Hmm.
To put it bluntly, you don't have to fuck at hello.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The
Okay.
perfect way to put it. Yeah, I think end on that. That's yeah. That's the mantra
I
of
like it.
the
All right, man. Well,
yeah, of
until
the
next time, buddy. I'll
of
see you
today's
later.
video.
Bye.
You too. See you soon.
Mm, it's my new Papa Bear mug, because I got a little girl now. Yeah. It's going. I'm in.
Oh yeah. How's the dad
I'm
life going?
I'm getting sleep when I can, and
Yeah.
it's good stuff. But yeah, somebody got me this Papa Bear mug for Christmas, and like I got a Papa Bear
Yeah,
tattoo,
I imagine.
and it's trying to show. It's just trying to
I love
show my
that.
baby girl as much love as I
Amazing.
can. Her name, by the way, is also Charlie. My parents are in town, and my dad, yeah,
Yeah, I love it.
my dad's name is
Oh,
Charlie,
really?
and
That's not
they're in
confusing
town. So
at
it's
all
Charlie
then,
3,
surely.
Charlie 4, and Charlie 5 are all in the house at once, and
No.
they're all
No.
the
Is that
currently
is that is
alive
that a
Charlies are
purposeful
in one
thing to
place.
have all
All of the
Charlies, or
Charlie
is that
Beckham
just
Ticheners are in
like,
one place. 3, 4, and 5. One room at one time.
wow.
It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, let's get into this,
That's
Fraser.
fantastic.
It's
Yeah,
great to
that's
see
really
you.
impressive.
Welcome to the greatest ad in the world this week. Fraser, you got some more stuff for us, man. It's been a minute since we got to get together. I'm excited. You look great. You sound great. I'm loving the new vibes, the new videos you're putting out on the
Mhm.
internet, by the way. Smashing.
Thanks,
Loving
man.
it.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, been working hard, and been getting a lot of great feedback about these videos. Everyone I speak to is
Hey,
like, "Hey, I love
man.
those videos
You
you're doing with
turn up
Charlie." I'm
all you
like,
want, dude.
"It's not me. I just
And
turn
keep
up."
that newsletter
So,
going, dude. I
either
have
way, I'm
thoroughly been
excited.
enjoying the Nice Ads newsletter. It's just as somebody that has no idea about creative. It's funny, we were talking before this. I have some ads running for my own stuff, and it's a curse. Whenever I make ads for my own stuff, it's terrible. Like I can't get it. But Trying to get some inspiration, man. That weekly surge is good.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, thanks to your methods, my nice ads are crushing it. So,
I
but
think
we'll have to
I
talk
think that
about,
could be
maybe
fun.
we'll
I
do
will
an
say
episode
this as a
one time
teaser for
about
that.
newsletter ads, and
It
we'll
has come to me from multiple
yeah,
other people how ridiculously successful and cheap your ads for the newsletter are. I think you have the lowest cost per lead of anybody I know running newsletter ads. And it makes me so happy that you built the creative, running it the way that I showed you to get done, and you literally haven't touched it in weeks, and it's crushing the world. It's so crazy. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I have not
that's what
touched
it's all
those
about.
since
All right.
December.
I
It's
keep telling
crazy.
people, like, just stop touching things. It'll get better. Like, yeah. Anyway, that being said, let's get to the ad today. This is
No, yeah.
I have not seen it. So this is the first one we're gonna be running in the new year. And I'm stoked, man.